Well, it's always nice to have a break, but now it's time to get back into racing again. Welcome along to Budapest for round 11 of 24 for the Breakout Racing League Tier 2 Championship and the Hungarian Grand Prix. Hungary, then, is one of the oldest countries in Europe, founded around 1000 AD with the crowning of St. Stephen and the recognition from the Pope. Well, the name Hungary itself is an exonym derived from the medieval Latin Hungaria, meaning land of the Huns, who ruled a vast majority of Hungarian land in those days. Well, now, Hungary is synonymous with numerous things, such as Olympic gold medalists, water polo, and tonight, we add Formula One to that list. Speaking of Formula One, let's talk about the circuit. Located in Budapest, the capital of Hungary, the Hungarian Grand Prix circuit, the Hungaroring, was opened in 1986 and has been hosting racing, especially in Formula One, ever since. There are 14 corners, 6 to the left and 9 to the right, which makes up the 4.381 kilometer, 2.722 mile circuit, with an average lap speed of 200 kph, or 124 miles an hour. That is due to the tight and twisty nature of the circuit, where overtaking is notoriously difficult. Thus, it has been inherited the name Monaco without the barriers. Overtaking may be aided by the two DRS straights in the run into turn 1 and 2, but it's not available until lap 3. Our prominent indicator of a driver's race will be strategy, but the tire wear isn't the problem. It's more so the tire overheating. Pirelli have brought the C4, C3, and the C2 tires, with the C4 being the red-wooled soft, the C3 being the yellow-wooled mediums, and the C2 being the white-wooled hards, plus the immediate and full wet tires if the drivers need it. Right now, they do not in this qualifying session. The ones that make the most of their strategy tonight will probably be the most successful. We'll see how that works out, regardless of their pace. A quick run of the championship then. We're about halfway into the season on round 11. 12 is going to be the halfway point in Belgium. Well, the drivers need to get a move on before the break happens again for Christmas. Let's see how that looks out so far. SwellerSteam, the championship leader, once again take it over from Red Bull's Rathe from a week ago. 6 points the gap between SwellerSteam and Rathe. Gerbil, the Canadian, has joined and got up past Toneless like he did a week ago. Now he's 57 points adrift from the lead pack. Toneless, he's behind him obviously, about 11 points the gap separating Josh Gerbil and Toneless at the Ferrari, with Heatwave in 5th. Tweaking in 6th. With Mozzie, No Limit, Calzoner, Master Plane rounds out the top 10. Holy Cow is only 10 points behind the top 10 from Master Plane and the Aston Martin. Let's take a look at the Constructors' Championship. Alfa Romeo, once again, extending that lead over Red Bull. 44 points is the gap. Ferrari, 60 points back, but they're in 3rd. 172 points to their name. 88 back from the lead pack is Aston Martin in 4th. 28 back from Ferrari. AlphaTauri sits 5th. 83 points to their name. 4 ahead of McLaren. Watch out for that battle. The battle for 5th and 6th. Mercedes sits 7th. 56 points to their name. 26 ahead of Williams, who actually jumped past Alpine a week ago and goes up into 8th. Alpine now 3 back from the Williams outfit. And Haas rounding out the top 10, now with a new driver who we're on board with, Walking to Chaos, as we go now into the latter parts of the track and turn 13 and 14 in a few seconds' time. Now Hank Ketchuk doing alongside by Redeemer. Now Redeemer, we just came off for a break, so good to have you back in racing. And, well, for that matter, how do you think this will be how do you think the drivers will kind of adapt to this racing obviously being back? And some of these drivers, including Walking Chaos, the new driver promoted from Tier 3, crossing the line. How do you think it'll play out tonight?
I mean, it's going to be interesting. You know, we saw last night DXD Ichigo being promoted from Tier 4 to Tier 3 after his dominant win in Britain 2 weeks ago in Tier 4, coming into Tier 3 and winning his first race. So maybe we could see shades of that from Chaos. As the track is just very busy right now. Most of the cars are on circuit except for 5 of them. The other thing is also to mention some of these curbs on the circuit, which everyone probably knows, do not touch them or else you will spin and then crash and then, you know, be very upset with yourself.
Like that!
Groggy has done the same
out of
thing.
qualifying. That is
Probably,
the most ironic thing I've ever caught.
I didn't commentate curse that guy, I promise. I believe that was Master Plane going over his damaged front wing as SwellerSteam goes P4, Calzoner P3. Nope, sorry, that is Bobby in P2. Wow, what a lap from Walking Chaos. He just hooked up the first lap.
Yes, he did indeed. About 9/10 adrift from Mozzie. Well, Chaos had a pretty good win at Britain in Tier 3 a couple weeks ago. His last of the, when he was down in that tier. Well, now he's going to show what he can do this week. And Matt Silva goes up to P2, now about 5/10 off of Walking Chaos. And the Haas, Radicus, is going down into turn 12. See what the Williams can do. His, well, his team, oh! Into the barriers. Safely, he can continue, but his lap is done, and needs a new set of tires and a new front wing. Rathe is going to be on that lap. Remember, chasing down his championship rival, SwellerSteam, who's right now in P6. But Rathe has a new teammate, with that being Killer up in 4th. Another driver being promoted from Tier 3. We'll see how he goes on tonight. 16.4 on the medium tire. That could be a tire that a lot of drivers have in mind for tonight's race.
One thing I do want to mention before we go too far, a lot of you noticing, as Catcher just pointed out, we do not have Palms to the Win anymore, as he is having life experiences happen as Calzona improves by 1/100th of a second on his medium time. But yeah, Palms to the Win is now experiencing father life, so we wish him all the best, and if he's watching the stream, congratulations, sir. I know I said it in the chat, but again, extending congratulations for you and your loved one, and hope you guys are the best.
Yes, indeed. Congratulations, and we hope you for the best in the future. Couldn't have said it better myself. Well, you said a couple of minutes ago that the track is pretty busy. Well, look at that. Now it's just 2 people on the track, and ironically, they're right next to each other. Actually, there's a third on the track. That is I Am Tweaking in the Ferrari going up to turn 4, all in the same sector.
Yeah, on board with Rathe, he's just hooking up this Red Bull, very nicely through the second sector, which is a tight, twisty bit coming through turn number 11. Very, looked like he understeered through the corner, now coming into turn number 12. Coming into 13 and 14, the 2 hairpins. That is for Killer, I believe, spinning on his outlap. Coming through turn 14, is he going to keep it right next to the apex? He's not. He's going to get a good, decent exit and see where this lap puts him. It's only going to put him in P2.
That's a great lap so far. We thought it was a pretty good lap. Turns out it was an excellent lap. Chaos at 15.0. He's still 3/10 of the championship hopeful. That in BRL Rathe. Well, we'll see what a lot of these guys have to prove. So it looks like he may have gone on an outlap on those soft compounded tires. Is he looking for the mediums? So far, Calzona and Killer are on them already.
Yeah, Killer actually is on the softs at the moment. So a lot of these guys choosing the soft compound tires. Only 4 of them at the moment on track. Or one of them, which being Calzona, did 2 laps on the mediums, and then there's 3 in the pits on the mediums. That being Chunky Snags, Masterplane, and VSR Roscoe Arm. As Killer's still causing a yellow flag, not sure what that is about.
I believe he's burning fuel. That's when I was going on board with him. And Tweaking was on a flying lap, but through turn 4, he hasn't validated. So that means Bosch Sturble will be the next one to cross the line to start his flying lap around turn 14 in the Aston Martin. And we'll see what he really can do. I mean, the last couple of races for Aston Martin as a whole has been actually pretty well. Obviously, you see the little bit of a up and down order, but the last 2 out of the last 3 races for Bosch Sturble have resulted in podiums, with Austria being in 10th place. That's why Toneless Death actually got ahead of him in the championship. Now he's going to try to go chase down the top 2 once again. The Canadian chasing after his fellow countryman. And SwellerSteam, remember, he's only 57 points off. He needs a good race here tonight to get back in.
A little bit of oversteer car issues there through turn number 3, and struggling through turn number 4. Up the hill through turn number 5. Don't touch the curb on the right-hand side, as that will end your race. Through the chicane of 6, 7. Keeps it nice and tight. Runoff area on the curbs. Through turn number 8 into 9. Nice. Turn 10 is a nice flat. Little bit of braking for turn number 11. He's going to keep it inside the track limits. He's going to set another purple sector dude down into turn number 12. The tight right-hander. Coming into 13, 14. 2 crucial corners to get right. If you mess these up, you will lose a ton of time. He's going to get a little step of oversteer out of the exit of 13 through number 14. He's going to keep it nice and tight to the apex. Coming out of the final corner, he's going to hit the DRS. He's going to come up to the line, and he is going to go P3 with a 15.4. A little bit of time there for Bosch Sturble to find his Chaos. Is on a flying lap at the moment. I believe he is down on his time. He is going slow. And that was Killer in P2.
Well, yes, it is. He's actually now improved. Look at this. The top 2 separated by 31 milliseconds.
Tweaking on a flying lap at the moment. Coming through turn number 13 and 14. See how he does. Keeps it tidy on the exit of 13. Coming into 14 now. He's going to stay away from the apex a little bit. He's going to hit the DRS. He's going to come up to the line. He's going to go P3 with a 15.2. That moves Rathe down to P4.
Yep, remember, everyone in the top 6 are actually within half a second of each other. Well, let's see how close that goes into the latter stages of this qualifying. About halfway done, we still have about 7 minutes and 40 seconds left to go. Everyone on the medium compounded tire right now, that being Calzone. Everyone else is on the softs.
That master plane is out on a lap right now. There's the yellow flag for tweaking, I believe, through turn number 2. Master plane coming through turn number 1. He's going to hit the DRS going down to turn number 2. We're going to lock up on that left front tire. Coming into turn number 3, you want to take a wide entry. This is all the apex grippers. That is Walking Chaos off in turn number 3. Kept it nice and tidy through turn number 4, up the hill through turn number 5, stays away from the apex through turn number 6 and 7. The chicane now, and through third gear, he's going to use the curbs on his right-hand side to help him downshifting into 4 through 6 and 7, 8 and 9, I'm sorry. Flat out 10, number 11, light braking, downshifting into 6. Coming into turn 12, you want to hug the apex on the right-hand side. Use all the curbs on the left. He's going to get a little snap over to your braking. Keeps it nice and tidy on exit of 13. Coming around turn number 14 now. Going to get on the power, see where he goes for this lap time. And it is going to be P8 for Master Plane in the Aston Martin.
Good lap again by him. You saw Walking Chaos spinning around at the exit of turn 3. On a lap right now, Calzoner, he is on the soft compounded tires. Look at that so far. SwellerSteam did a lap on the mediums as well. He did improve up to 9th. And, well, now he's going to set his lap so far on the C3 mediums. He's going to be probably looking for a reverse strategy, but with everyone on the softs ahead of him, how effective is that going to be? You need to be qualified in the top 10. We'll see what Calzoner is. He is 10th. Does he improve? Yes, he does, up to 7th. Now, only 7.5 tenths back. Well, now Matt Silva goes up.
And Rathe, I
Silva,
believe,
Mozzie.
jumped up to P4? Or
Mozzie goes up. Yes, that was up to
Rathe
P5.
is
Not too
coming
far off.
through
Actually, 5
6
milliseconds
and
off.
7. Now he's got a little bit of traffic ahead of the Alpine, I believe. Or is that a... That is an Alpine of Matt Silva ahead. No, that is... Actually, that is a Williams of Radkis ahead. He's going to go way wide. He's going to stay valid. Question mark. Goaties.
Purple Sector 2, apparently.
Coming
Is he
through
on a flyer?
13. He's going to get a little squirrely on the exit of 13 through number 14. Let's see how he does on this. He's going to keep it tidy. He is going to go 4th.
He improves, but not his position. He's now
I think he's doing
just under 3 tenths back. Could very well be. I believe his teammate Killer may have gone a little bit slow burning fuel on the exit of turn 3 once again. And, well, not too much time left to see. 4 minutes, just a little bit over that. We'll see what everyone can do with the laps in. No limits on a flying lap, returning from his race ban a week ago. I'm sorry, 2 weeks ago at Silverstone. The McLaren wants to get his arm back in the ring. That's really wide. That's a Ferrari.
Radkis is
like
retired to turn number 5.
And he's out of qualifying.
Turn 4, sorry, on the exit.
The second driver we have lost in this qualifying
session,
session, 16 to start it.
Jumped on board of Matt Silva really quickly, and he is right in the middle of the circuit as Chunky Snags is retired.
That's now the third car. That's now the second. Williams to be out of the session. No Limit goes to P10, about 9 tenths off of the leader in question. Roscoe Arm goes up to 13th, rather. And Altona starts his flying lap. Let's look through. Looks like the next one up for a flying lap will actually probably be Rathe, up into 4th position right now. Going through, now he's in the pit lane. Killer looks like he's going to start his flying lap.
I just happened to look at my Discord, and apparently the lobby is now bugged due to random people joining.
Such as who?
I have no idea. There was 3 random people that I had noticed that joined the session. That's just words I'm seeing from tweaking on Discord. So like I said, I just relaying a message.
Okay. Maybe we'll see how that affects it. We could possibly have a lobby restart. Oh, toneless! The car just went around completely. That was unexpected.
That's something I would do.
Wow. No limit. He's going to continue on. He was P10 last lap, did a 16.0. Does he improve? No, he does not. He may go for another flyer, though. 2 minutes, 30 seconds left to go. Only 2 cars out on track, Matt Silva and No Limit. Matt Silva has invalidated. Is he going back into the pit lane, or is he going for another flyer, which No Limit is on? Yep, for a second here. Looks like he's going to continue on, go for that last one. It looks like yellow flag, and No Limit's out. Is that on track? Is that going to be a lobby reset?
Yes. According to the all-staff chat, Maverick gave the okay to restart the lobby.
Okay, we'll have a lobby restart. Not exactly sure what we're going to do qualifying-wise, if we're going to go off of these results or if we are going to have another session. We'll have to figure that one out as we get to it, but keep in mind, we are now going to be under a little bit of a delay as a lobby reset is going in shortly. So the stream will stop and we'll rejoin once again whenever it comes back. The lobby comes back, so just stay with us and we will be back for Tier 2 racing at the Hungarian Grand Prix.